last time you felt completely overwhelmed? Your mind is racing, your body feels tense, and everything just feels like a little bit too much all at once. As someone who's balancing being a mom, school, and everyday responsibilities, I've experienced stress firsthand and wanted to better understand how it affects us and how people manage it. Stress and anxiety are common experiences that affect both the mind and the body in significant ways. Today, I will explain what stress and anxiety are, what causes them, how they affect us physically and mentally, and some of the common ways to manage them. To start, stress is the body's natural response to external pressures or demands. This can be an example of deadlines, responsibilities, or unexpected challenges. Anxiety, on the other hand, is more of an ongoing feeling of fear that can sometimes exist even if there isn't a clear cause. Stress is often more short term, and while anxiety can be a little bit longer, that can cause the feeling and make it a little bit harder to control. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, stress is the body's response to any demand, while anxiety is more of a persistent and can continue even without an immediate stressor. There are many different causes of stress and anxiety in everyday life. These can include school or work pressures, financial concerns, relationships, major life changes, and even social media can impact them. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or the CDC, explains that common sources of stress include work demands, personal relationships, and life transitions. These situations can build up over time, especially when multiple stressors are all happening at once. Stress and anxiety don't just affect how we feel mentally, they also impact our body in noticeable ways. Physically, people can experience headaches, fatigue, muscle tension, or trouble sleeping. Mentally, stress can make it harder to concentrate, it can increase irritability, it can create a constant feeling of feeling overwhelmed, but emotionally, it can lead to frustration or burnout over time. These effects can eventually impact relationships, school performance, and overall daily life. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reports that chronic stress can increase the risk of serious health factors and problems. This can include heart disease and even a weakened immune system. This shows that stress is not just something we experience emotionally, it's also something that can have a long-term effect in our overall health if it does continue over time. Because of these effects, people often develop different ways to manage stress in their daily lives. Some people use common methods, for example, physical activity. They will do some light exercising or simply just move around more, which can help release some of that tension in your body. Others use mental breaks, such as stepping away from a stressful situation for a few minutes just to reset. Social support is also important, whether that means you're talking to your family, you're talking to your friends, or others for reassurance. In addition, personal routines like hobbies or structured schedules can help people feel a little bit more in control of their lives and in these moments. For example, when I start feeling overwhelmed and I want to start balancing everything, I found out that taking even a short walk or stepping away for a few minutes or going outside with my son and playing for a short amount of time, it helps me reset and get refocused on what I'm doing. Even simple strategies like that can make a noticeable difference in how someone responds to stress in that moment. Overall, stress and anxiety are common experiences that affect both the body and the mind, but people use a variety of strategies to manage them in ways that work best for each individual person. Today, we did discuss what stress and anxiety are, what causes them, how they affect the body and the mind, and some of the more common ways people manage them. As Hans Sells, a pioneer in stress research, once said, "It's not the stress that kills us, it's our reaction to it." This highlights how important understanding stress and anxiety can shape how we experience and respond to them in our everyday lives. Thank you.